Welcome everybody to this week's episode of the
Kick Unity Podcast.
And now we will roll that intro.
Whatever you like. You can have whatever you like.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the Kick Unity Podcast. This week we have like every week, like a very special guest. This week we have Jack from TPC.
Thanks for having me.
He say that you are a golf party monster.
Oh my! It was. I did not like that whole Dixon digging up my past, and then Yas just going on and on. It's like, yeah, this guy, like what he does, and then he posts all the weird photos, and I was like, okay, lah. But they know that I play golf, lah.
Oh, so do you? And also sometimes on stream, if you guys watch TPC streams, Jack is always on Wednesdays, right?
Used to be Monday, Tuesdays, then Tuesday, Wednesdays, then now because of work, I have to kind of just keep to
Okay, so usually, predominantly, it's usually Wednesdays.
Yeah.
You can find Jack's selling NBA repacks or just selling sealed products. He will always tell you, I will give you a free golf lesson.
No lah, no free golf lesson. Only for Lomi so far. And Lomi is your guest.
Yes.
Lomi was your guest, right?
Yes,
Before I remember, Lomi is the one actually asking for golf lessons. He actually bought a spot just to support. Then he said, okay, teach me golf lessons. I said, yeah, for sure.
All right, so I just want to dive in, like, how did you even get started in cards in the first place?
I think pretty much everyone kind of had the same story from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Then nothing to do, had a bit of spare cash lying around. Then scroll TikTok and then see people opening Pokemon cards. And then Pokemon cards were kind of your childhood, I want to say, when you're like probably 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't have the money to buy, right?
Yep.
And then suddenly you had money to buy a whole box.
Correct.
And you just like, okay, everyone.
I think most of
buy
us
a box
collectors become we
Addicts,
relieve our childhood insufficiencies.
Yeah, and then now with the spending power, you just kind of just buy boxes.
Correct.
Then buy and buy and buy. Then try to figure out what I wanted to collect.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when I started was right before the evolutions.
Okay.
So everybody sought the EV, sought the Moonbryon, Umbreon, Sylveon, all the Bryon, but I just like Gengar.
Okay.
So I went to search for all the Gengars, and I went to eBay to buy, then I went to collect. Then after that, I realized that Pokemon community, please do not hate me, but Pokemon community is extremely toxic. It's extremely toxic. I'm not even exaggerating, guys. Like, anyone that has been around Pokemon would know that it's a lot of hustling.
Okay.
So this literally low balling. This drove me completely out of Pokemon. I have a card. Let's say card A. Card A is $15. Mm-hmm. You post on Carousel looking for $14. Then a kid texts you. Okay, not say kid. Sometimes an old uncle posting as a kid, but he would say, "Oh, bro, I really like this card. Can you sell me for $8, bro? Please." Then that $7 don't change your life.
Yep,
but
correct.
you can make someone happy, right?
Yeah.
Then I said, you know what? I'll just give free shipping anyway.
Okay.
Ship to him, bro. Less than 24 hours. You see on Carousel your same card. His picture also never changed. He don't even change the picture, bro. He just screenshot the thing. Then he posts on Carousel selling for $16. Yeah. So this no, bro. I mean, at the point of time. I got them frustrated. They're just like, I'm kind of done with Pokemon, and then it was also moving on where Logan Paul came in with the Royal Rumble or whatever Charizard stuff.
Correct.
And I was like, I think this is overhyped. I think people crash. In fact, I would believe that most people crash if they invested a lot in products or even in singles. Only vintage held their value, I guess.
Okay.
But even also they held value. But sorry, I digress so much. Getting into sports was. I just realized that I like sports way more.
Yep.
And with my job, everything. So it's like just bought a few blasters. And then it all went downhill from there.
So blasters, you were saying more of NBA products.
NBA.
Mostly NBA products.
Yeah.
You're very strong in NBA, right?
Very. NBA and NFL. NFL came a little bit later. I mean, because I think Singapore's not really
in tune with NFL unless you're doing some broadcast job.
Correct. So, and I studied in North America. I studied like 2.5 years in Canada, so I get to talk to a lot of people like football. I was like, I don't know what's that, but when I started watching, I was like, oh, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sport a lot. So, yeah, and then, meeting people like Dixon, which is also a fellow TPC guy. And then we start to try to convince people that NFL is cool. Yeah, but
NFL is cool. I used to work as a broadcaster for 4 years, so I did a lot of sports. I did mainly sports only.
Okay.
The only sport I didn't enjoy was cricket. I'm sorry, I got nothing against cricket. I just don't enjoy it. It takes 2-3 days to finish one game.
Well, I don't understand cricket.
I don't understand. Sorry. Maybe I don't understand, that's why I don't like it.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's a very fair point.
Okay, but then in all of your collections that you have, I see that you brought 2 cards here for us to see.
Yeah.
Can we reveal the card? The
Yeah, of
first card,
course.
whichever card that you want to reveal first.
Okay, this was actually one of the first card I ever graded because I did not know what was grading back then. Yeah.
PSC 7 CCG Premier Edition. Oh, this is oh my God.
First edition.
Wow. This one is the one that you go and trade for a Charizard.
No, he's rock bottom, bro. I actually have the rock bottom, so PSA 8.
Oh, he traded his Charizard for a rock bottom.
Yes. I think this was rock bottom.
What the hell? This is nice, man. People's elbow. Damn vintage. This is nice. How about your second card that you brought over?
This one is just extremely low value, but like it just means a lot, like kind of back to my roots lah.
Because of golf.
Because of golf.
Tiger Woods. I've never seen any.
You could probably get a 10, PSA 10 for like 120 US.
Yeah. Upper deck is good because I have a Jordan upper deck.
Upper
that I
deck,
showed you.
upper deck is all the classic stuff.
Yeah, on a free pack.
It's just kind of close to the heart.
Yeah, so you going back to the part where you spent 2.5 years in Canada, how did that love for American sports also came about?
Because everyone was watching hockey, like NHL. And see, even until now,
It's very dominant over there, right?
It is. And every week they have free tickets. And I was in Edmonton. So Edmonton, home of Wayne Gretzky. At that point of time, you ask me right now, you say his name, I remember, but Ovechkin, maybe. I don't know, or see on the Blackhawks or something like that. But I know that our Oilers had some good players at that point of time. I really don't know their names. But yeah, then the other people would have watched American football. We sit down and we talk and watch replays. And it became fun. And then everyone watched the Super Bowl together.
I see.
So every year, I just watched Super Bowl with them. And that was in...
Were you actually part of a Super Bowl party?
I would like to think that I was, although I was Asian. Like I was like the rose among the thorns or the thorns among the rose. What year was I there? I ORD in 2013.
Yeah.
And then I went to study immediately. And then that year was, I think Legion of Boom was that Seattle Seahawks won 2013, if I'm not wrong. Should be Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, then watch. And then next year also there. Next year also watch. But next year, 2014 is, I can't remember. I want to say it's the one that Brady won against Falcons or Brady won against Seahawks.
I think Seahawks. 2014 was Seahawks.
Seahawks back to back.
2021, I think more recently was the one, or 2019 I think, was more of the Falcons one.
Or maybe the Falcons was more recent.
Yeah.
So I just watched and I like the game. And essentially because of, like you said, the background in writing and everything, so I realized that, and this is kind of an open debate. I feel that any NFL player could outrun Usain Bolt.
What?
I think.
Any NFL player can outrun Usain Bolt?
Any receiver.
Any receiver.
Any receiver could outrun your Olympic runners. But
because of that short burst that they need, or the yardage that they always use.
Correct. I mean, obviously NFL has a bit more finesse and you got to like dodge here and there. But
running a straight line, you think they would be faster?
I think they would be faster. Yeah. I genuinely think so. And I had this debate over beer so many times with my friends. And I was like, if you made $1 million running the Olympics once every 4 years.
Correct.
But you get awarded an $80 million contract for 4 years playing as a running back or playing as a receiver. Yeah. Which would you choose? You play receiver, 80 million, right? Yeah. So all the good runners try to run for the NFL first. If you cannot run, then you go and run the Olympics. Like that's what I thought. Like it might not be true. People might be hating, but like
so the Olympics get all the NFL rejects.
All the people come after me.
All the CMI pool go to the Olympics. Yeah. So you were saying you did sport editing. Or sports editor.
This was way back in the day, man. Like right after I came back from studies. I played golf for a bit and then I couldn't make it because I realized that I had the discipline of a wet noodle. That's my best description. Like I had the life. I could wake up whatever time I want, and I could go and practice, and then like go to the gym, hit balls. But instead of that, I chose to go and drink. So I wake up at like 2 p.m. and then I go play golf at 4, practice to 7, and drink again.
You were a rock star.
No, it wasn't a rock star. It was just living the wrong kind of life. Like I thought that would be fun, but you know, hindsight is 2020. I really wish that I buckled down and just worked harder. You know,
Anyway, we live life with no regrets, man.
no regrets, bro.
Okay, so your life has been, I think it's one of the most colorful lives I ever heard. Studying overseas, coming back, doing sports editing, and then sports editor. After that, you come back and do national golf.
No, I was national player when I was 16.
16. Oh.
Yeah, I got into national team when I was 16. Yeah, but I didn't get picked to play SEA Games. I didn't get picked to play any of the games. In fact, all your Asia Pac, all the things, because they only pick top 4, usually top 4 and 1 reserve.
I see.
If anybody injured, so I always hovered between the 6th and 7th place.
It's okay.
Yeah, so just couldn't really.
Being there will be much more of an experience versus getting picked, right?
I mean, I would have loved to represent it, but at the same time, I knew deep down I really probably wasn't as good as my peers. Like they were really significantly better, more well behaved, and like just more disciplined, more well behaved.
Okay, so how did you get into sports streaming and also TPC?
Oh, this is a funny one.
Yeah.
I joined Glenn's at that point of time. SG Huat Sports Break. Yeah, and then just started breaking with him and then just getting to know him. And then he started to do the trade nights. So everybody will meet to buy, trade, sell, blah, blah, blah. Then I saw his face on IG suddenly pop up from below and say, "Hi guys, I have something to introduce." And then he talked about TPC, went for the trade night again. Then just started to hang out with more of the community, people like Terrence, people like Danny, people like Joshua. I don't know if you know the Joshua story, but there's a story of Joshua.
Okay.
Slowly started meet more of the basketball guys, and then eventually getting meet like Dom, Mao, SJ, people like that. But I got into streaming because of Glenn. Became friends, and he said that they wanted an NFL guy. I was like, "Fuck, dude, I'm your NFL guy."
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I could probably talk to you about American football for hours. Again, shout out my boy Dixon, who's probably the only other person. That's why we joined together to kind of, I want to use jargon like spearhead TPC's NFL division or like US sports division. But after probably this is 8 months in, we realized that Singaporeans not really receptive to NFL. So kind of our regrets that we did not make it kind of work. There are people who knows about NFL. I mean, of course, the big boys will know. Like all your whales will know because like Ice, like Dom, like SJ, they play. They don't necessarily watch, but they indulge in the breaking.
In the investment, yeah.
Yeah, investments. So they would know. But yeah, overall, I don't think we did a good job introducing the sport to Singapore.
I think there's room to maneuver if it's pivoted well. Because this is the thing that I want to ask. What kind of collector are you? Are you a collector or investor? Because there are two types of collectors here, predominantly in Singapore, especially. Some people collect to invest, and one collect just because I love it.
Yeah. You see my collection before, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm a downtown guy. I don't know if like there are pictures or what, but like yeah, I collect just NFL downtowns and Tyrese Haliburton. Because he's a person that I will pay top dollar for his contenders optic rookies, for his flawless and iMac. But reasonable price, like don't try to like shield, like don't fleece me lah.
Don't Wemby you again
don't,
already lah.
yeah, don't Wemby me. I'll pay top dollar, but just try not to fleece me. Investment wise, I don't want to make this become like a job. It's fun to, every year you pick out a player that you think will do very well. So
picking out players, when you pick them out, do you pick them out from college or do you watch the draft?
Bro, I tell you, this is crazy.
Because I believe there's a lot of data that you need to go through.
For
Not
sure.
just looking at stats, but also sometimes looking at the player
Correct.
themselves playing at maybe Virginia Tech or Duke or something like
It's
that.
always Duke.
It's always Duke.
Yeah, it's always Duke. Kentucky, Kansas, Duke. Your Villanova boys, your Gonzaga guys. Yeah, it's always there, lah. But this is going to sound crazy, but because I used to gamble on sports a lot,
Okay.
so I have to watch NCAA basketball.
Correct.
So the first time I ever watched Zion,
Mm-hmm.
RJ Barrett, Zion, and Cam Reddish was from Duke when they were playing for Duke,
Okay.
and then they were winning by like, again, I just throw this number out there, like 15 or 18 points every game. Their margin of victory is big. So the spread was always big. They were minus 12.5, minus 3.5.
Correct.
And then I was just like, I gotta watch. But at the point of time, you realize that you can learn so much about these players. And actually, it is the media that are hyping them up.
Correct.
A player's marketability increases their again, market share.
Correct.
Good players in college that turned out shit. Kemba Walker brought Connecticut all the way to the finals. I actually right now I can't remember they won. I think they won. If I'm not wrong, like Kemba Walker should have brought one. People like Ant-Man was great in college. Melo was great.
yeah, correct.
Yeah, Melo was great.
But when they came to the big show, it kind of fizzled out.
Ant-Man okay lah. Ant-Man.
Melo, I was
Melo.
expecting a lot more from Melo versus. I thought Melo would do better than Rose at some point.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Rose, due to injuries and stuff, I thought would have.
Yeah,
Fly.
bro. But do you think D-Rose is a Hall of Famer? No. First ballot Hall of Fame? No?
No.
Bro, like, how can...
He carried a franchise. But nowadays, you cannot say that because most players don't carry franchises.
Yeah,
That's how Reggie got a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's how
fair.
Charles got a Hall of Famer. Because they carried franchises without winning.
Like AI.
Like AI and stuff, yeah.
But D-Rose... And I want to see people that are probably like our age.
Yeah.
Like, how old you are?
I'm 29.
Damn, look at you guys young. Shit, okay, I'm 32. So
No lah,
I
I'm
start-
39.
You're 39, damn, 20. Okay.
You just say them on my podcast.
Yeah, but like, then we kind of all watch D-Rose growing up.
Correct.
Everyone, the Blake Griffin, D-Rose, that
Yes,
era, right?
that era.
So, how were you not like totally see, I'm talking about this, I have goosebumps. Bro. Rookie of the year and MVP in the same season. And everything he did was crazy. No one did at that point of time, no one did anything like even remotely close for D-Rose.
Yeah.
So to me, D-Rose did way more like, and then his 50-point game for the Wolves and he started crying.
Yeah.
It's my fucking crybaby though, but like, I think he deserves way more than, like he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for sure.
Maybe.
Why does T-Mac deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Or Vince Carter?
Raptors.
Yeah, do any of them deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
More to T-Mac versus Vince. I
T-Mac
think
won
impact
nothing.
on the game, Vince only had that one good dunk contest. Other than that, he did nothing, right?
I guess he
The numbers don't lie.
now he's just a great swingman.
Yeah,
T-Mac won nothing.
correct. He
T-Mac,
didn't carry a franchise as well.
but T-Mac scored 14 points in like 30 seconds.
30
lah.
seconds for the
30
Rockets, right?
Yeah. So that's all he did. And then he didn't win MVP also, bro.
Yeah.
But he was multiple All-Stars, things like that. So
I think then validates D-Rose.
as
First ballot.
first ballot Hall of Fame. And he's done so much for the game itself and for like people around the world watching it.
I think the only thing that marred his career or his stint in the NBA is just his injuries. Like
Yeah.
endless injuries.
Endless.
The moment he got the first injury, everybody thought, he was
That first
over.
ACL was gone already. Then
Yeah.
after he couldn't come back the same. That's why people saying about Ja also. But like Ja got a long way to go. He just got to worry about his guns like before he worry about like his knees.
All right, talking about streaming and trade nights, you were saying. How is doing experience? Have you done a trade night before?
For TPC,
Yes. I think you have, right?
yes, we've
Yes,
hosted
right?
as like we've
Okay.
hosted.
Now you've done the Super Fractor.
I didn't go.
You didn't go.
I didn't
Okay,
go.
you
I
went to
also-
Macau.
I went Macau.
Correct. So how is it going overseas to see that side of the world in terms of like, because ASCC is not a small show. It's quite big, right? And it's quite dominant in terms of TCG versus sports. Was it balanced? Was it not?
Sports more.
Sports more.
Brother, the show is Asia Sports Card Convention. Bro, you go to TCG and step on your slap, bro.
But then when you went there, how was the experience like?
First time ever going to an overseas show. Thanks to thanks TPC for sponsoring all of us, all 7 of us to go.
Next.
Yeah, I should bring Baba there because soccer is huge in Macau. Do you know? I mean, I've just spoken to you or discussed about who
Just
were the
every
guests.
day text me say, I
Oh,
need
but
you
yeah.
here, I need you here.
Oh, but-
Then I said, yeah, I got money, what? I go and buy ticket now
My
lah.
ticket fly over bro. Because the guests were Perlo,
Yeah, he should.
Zanetti, and
Rivaldo,
Rivaldo.
right?
It's insane for a year 2 sports show to have
those
big
guests.
name stars coming in, doing meet and greets and signing autograph. I get to finally see Panini. But although not real Panini, I still ask them for my redemption for my 1-of-1 Deion Sanders shield. They replied me, so shania. It's like all of them speaking Chinese, so they don't understand.
Wow.
That's like everyone spoke in Chinese. So like
Oh my God.
I was like, damn, this is not a real Panini. You guys are bogus. This is a bogus Panini. But yeah, it was still fun. I have a photo of, oh my God, I actually got to show you this because this was insane. Give me one.
No
moment.
problem.
It's a photo that, okay, I can show it to the camera.
Is there a picture of a case?
Bro, I don't know if you can zoom in or like
I think it's
Like-
low brightness.
low brightness.
Can see.
If ever, like,
Oh
there's a
my
way.
God.
That's like,
How many logo men, yeah?
you count, bro, you count. And it's not, this
Got Super
rookie
Fractal logo man.
got everything you ever think of.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I was just thinking like, there are people like this at a show, but at the same time, borderline I think they're just flexing.
Yeah.
You know, if you have the money to acquire these like assets, right, it would be more like, I'll pay $4,000 for 3 days to buy a booth to show off my cards. And I'll price them so ridiculously
Nobody will buy.
that nobody will buy. You're asking, okay, I had this great example and I'm still angry at Glenn for this, but because of our breaks, like we always skunk the Wizards, right? To be honest, and we skunk both.
Okay.
Because our high end is not like your Nebulas, our high end not brilliant, so we don't have Jordan autos, we don't have these type of things. And then our Wizards is always gonna skunk lah.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Bradley Beal RPA and a lot of like cheap D-Rose autos.
Correct.
You're looking at 100 and 200 USD kind. Those are like
Around
cheap.
there, yeah.
So that would be a mid-tier hit
Kind
for
of,
our
yeah.
breaks, right?
Correct.
And then we see comms, Bradley Beal, iMac RPA out of 99. Last sold was 450 USD. So we offered comms and we offered both. I said we will take both of that and both of your D-Rolls. So 2 D-Rolls auto, two
Yep.
the iMac RPA for Bradley Beal. The guy quoted us 5,000, bro. Then Glenn, I look at Glenn, look at me, then it's like, we're wasting our saliva here. So we asked again, it's like, you see like last sold. Then they say, yeah, I know, but this is my price. Like I said in Chinese. So I was like,
What?
yeah, then you're not here to do a deal, bro. Like all
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
are here just to like
Show
either
off.
fleece stupid people, like people that don't know the price of cards, or the most, oh my God, I'm gonna digress here. And this is the number one thing that frustrated me was everything is, you can't card hobby. So card hobby is their eBay.
Is their eBay?
yeah, and then we have our eBay.
we have 130 point.
Yeah, we have card ladder 130
Yeah,
point, which is even the most
more
fair,
accurate,
right?
yeah.
Card ladder was probably the most fair. I said this was actually for a Halliburton iMac
Oh no.
auto shadow box. Last sold 660 USD. I offered him cash 660, and then he say no. He say on card hobby last sold 1K, 1.1 US. I said, but I follow eBay. But so even though like that, let's be in the middle, about 850 US.
Okay.
He said no.
You're still overpaying and he still saying
Yeah, he said no. He said he have to take 1.1. Then cannot come to agreement. So this was the thing that probably pissed us off the most. And then, but there are cards obviously that work the other way around, where we value them
higher.
but we value them higher than they value lower, but they'll pay also.
I see.
So or not, their side expensive, outside cheap.
I see.
Yeah, so
Because they're basing on another platform
Yeah.
to see the gauge of the average price. But they don't take average, they take last sold, right?
we try to be fair, like even as
Yes, sellers.
as sellers or even as buyers. But as buyers, come on, we fleece them, lah, bro. Like confirm
Yeah.
we fleece them, and like everything we come out, we just scroll. Then we take the 75%. Yeah, we buy back. We buy all your cards. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, after vetting, lah, we buy your
Yeah.
cards. So we have to have a margin also. So they also understand. So it's quite interesting, I guess.
Oh, I see. All right. So I think I just want to end off with what kind of future plans do you have from a TPC standpoint and also from a personal standpoint?
For TPC, you know, like being this age, And with work catching up. So guys, if you don't know, I'm an alcohol distributor. If you ever want to buy alcohol, can look for me. If you think about fun, having fun, think about Jackie. Your beer, your spirits, your wine, your sakes, your everything.
This
I got,
is
bro.
not a pay.
This is not a paid ad, bro. I gotta ask my boss. My boss should pay for this ad, but like, yeah. If you ever look for fun, I'm your guy. With work catching up and age catching up, I don't know how long I can do this. Sincerely, we have sat down to talk about this. So, plans for 2025 is to actually go to nationals with the team. Like with everyone, because you were saying that, like, if Dixon's getting married this year or next year, he definitely cannot fly alone again. If Glenn's getting married or what, and then I'm getting old and work's busy. So we all decided that we could all go to the nationals together, even on our own expense lah. But you know, as long as we go as a team to go and probably ask for my Deion Sanders one-of-one NFL shield.
Go direct to Panini. Panini, if
Yeah.
you're watching. This one not paid also, but we want him to get his Deion Sanders
I
one.
need my Deion Sanders. It's a shield one-of-one auto, bro. Like that's my biggest hit from a break so far. But yeah,
That's why I
why
hate redemption. I don't know why you guys come up with redemptions in the first place.
haven't
man.
signed by the time. But he signed in the latest flawless product, so he has to sign my
Are
card.
you gonna chase it?
Bro, I email Panini every day. I just keep emailing, but like yeah, hopefully they get back to me soon. For myself is see where it goes. I still enjoy breaking. I actually enjoy opening wax. But wax you feel bad for the buyer because you always tow.
Yeah.
90% tow, bro.
90% of the
90%
time.
tow. Like I was showing you the story of our Wemby pool, our Wemby auto pool. In fact, in TPC you put Wemby auto twice. Morgan put once himself, and then we all put once with as a team. So we do repacks, but yeah, and you know it's I want to say it's a hush topic because people think it's gambling, which it is. You know, every day is a gamble. You living is a gamble. You know,
Yeah,
you breathe the
correct.
wrong thing, walk the wrong place, park the wrong car. It's a gamble also. But we enjoy lah. I think it's for small fun, small fee, exchange for a cut. I mean, I don't even know why am I defending like repacks, man. But like repacks are the best.
Yeah. I think especially for, I think you can advise people like me who are new NBA collectors. I mean, I watch the game,
Okay.
but not currently because I've lost touch ever since. I think last was the LeBron and Curry, the 4-3.
Okay. Wow. LeBron with the block.
LeBron
LeBron
with the
with the
block.
block. Block Iggy, bro. Iggy blur.
Then the Irving 3 that sunk Golden State. But I think pretty much after that, I couldn't watch.
It's
As
streams every day got game, what? More or less.
Yeah. But then I used to do streams.
Oh, okay.
I work as a broadcaster.
Yeah.
So my
yeah.
main job was to come in and do NBA.
But now, no time to watch.
No time to watch. Last night I did the live. So worst job to have is a broadcaster job, especially NBA, because you got a 10 a.m. program. Then this fucker throw a 3. Then we go to overtime. Then I need to redo everything in 30 seconds. So
Oh, wow. But you're saying you want like advice for collecting cards, is it?
yeah, for collecting. Would you advise to go to repacks first or try and do wax?
No, I think everyone has this journey, which is go and do wax first. So you start with wax because you know nothing, right? You don't know better,
Correct.
and then you see singles on eBay,
Yeah.
and you go and buy singles because you're like, you know, fuck it, I'm not gonna like spend
Spend
so much
$400.
money or buy a hobby box, right?
Yeah.
And then you found about breaking. Then you decide like, breaking is a new concept to you because you have never done this.
Correct.
So you join breaks. And then for a portion of the money that you spend to buy the single, you go and do break. When you hit 1 or 2 cards, you feel damn good. But then you start skunking, then you're shit. Then you realize that, oh, there's one more thing called repacks.
Yeah.
Then you go to repacks.
Then you find Jackie.
No, yes, you can find me also like at TPC, but like for repacks, you'll be like, I spent $50 to get. I mean, again, this is a gamble. It's a PSA. This is a gamble. It's
Correct.
pretty much gambling for a spot for a good team. You get a Rams, you get a Kobe rookie auto or not rookie auto, like a rookie PSA 10. $50 exchange for 1K. Then your brain
bad.
just like the greed in people normally just switches, and then you just like I'm just gonna play repacks my whole life.
Yeah.
Then eventually you realize that by the law of large numbers or like odds wise, basically by odds, right, you are always gonna lose. Unless you damn hang, unless you buy like 15 spots out of 30, then you
Yeah, correct.
then you become ISA. You become ISA. Essentially become ISA. Then that's the only way you confirm hit case it, you
Correct.
confirm win. Okay, so from there on, then you dwell back down to go back to buy singles. Because you realize that the money you spend at every tier is higher and higher and higher and higher.
It gets higher and
It
higher.
gets higher and higher. Because repack, first team Washington, throw, buy again.
Confirm
Second
die.
team, New York, Brooklyn Nets,
Die.
throw. Third team, who's the most told team? I don't know, like probably like Seattle. Seattle's a shitty team also lah. But if you imagine you get 4 told team in a row, you just buy for until you get a
Might as well
decent
just
team.
buy the card that you want.
Exactly. By the time you get a team you want or what, you just buy the card lah. But if your first try you got a good team, just stick with the team lah. Like you said, you came in, got the Utah Jazz, Raiders,
Yeah.
hit the Keontae George out of 199 PSA 10, bro. No complaints for $100, $140 entry.
Next day I go, Mau $100, get Wemby one spot, one magic.
Insane lah, insane.
Yeah, so thank you very much for
No
coming
problem.
today.
Thanks for having me, bro.
I hope you enjoyed yourself here. I have enjoyed talking anything but soccer today. This is the first episode that we talk zero football. 31 minutes of zero football. Usually there'll be something about football, but today zero. We never touch football at
we're
all.
gonna end with something about football.
Can.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
You Liverpool fan?
Liverpool
Same.
fan. I know, bro. I heard Dixon's a Liverpool fan also. So like, yeah, and Yi Ming from TPC also Liverpool fan.
Oh my god.
That's why
Okay,
we are all
you should
Liverpool
have
fans,
just
bro.
changed it to You Never Walk Alone instead of TPC.
Bro, we will try,
95%.
bro. We'll try.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining the show. We'll see you next week with another episode. Thank you, Jax. Thank you, everybody
Guys,
here in the studio.
Thank you.
We'll see you. Thank you. Peace.
Peace out, bitches.
Thank you for watching this week's episode.
Like, share, and subscribe.
And we will roll that outro.
Whatever you like.